Let's go.
And we are back. Episode 59 of Trailers to Yachts and our season finale of season 4.
Season 4 finale. Woo!
We did this is episode 12 in season 4.
It's pretty good for a season.
Yeah, we did 25 in our first season.
Yeah, but each one was like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That didn't count.
We did like 12 real
I think
ones.
we knocked out like 10 in a night, so.
Yeah. Like 3 times after we kept redoing it.
Season 1 was like season 0, really. I mean,
Yeah.
we're still figuring it out.
Those don't count.
Nope.
Sorry for anybody who spent time watching those. But welcome to the real show. Shout out to our board of advisors, whoever's on there watching us. Say hello in the chats for us. Make sure and let us know if there's any audio, video issues, because we have no idea. We do this blind and just hope it works.
Seems to work so far.
So
We've only
far.
had like a few major catastrophes.
Yeah,
but
minor. A couple major.
I'm pretty sure some episodes are completely lost to time, but
Yeah. Hey, man, it happens. And Molly LaRue, hi. Chats are up and working.
ooh,
Welcome.
sounded off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so season 4 finale. So that means we're going to take a break for a couple weeks after this. We were texting earlier, and basically we have ran out of ideas on what to talk about. So we're going to...
Every week it's like, what the hell do you want to talk about now?
Yeah. So we're going to, take a couple weeks off, recollect.
It's also a lot of extra added work.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just take a break.
Yeah. And we're getting busier and busier. So it's like, I think it's good to focus on other things for now.
We've been doing it pretty consistently for months now.
I know. It's been good.
Remember, I think Christmas was probably the last time we had a week off.
And I think season 4 has been did we have any guests, or is this our first season with no guests?
I think the first couple episodes we had guests. This is like our 9th
I thought this setup
one.
was like what we considered the start of season 4, was it not?
I don't think so, but I don't remember.
Well, still, we haven't had a lot of guests this season, so
it very well could have been.
maybe season 5 will be another guest centric, or maybe it will be more on premise. Maybe we'll start moving around. Who knows?
Yeah, we've talked about doing a lot of things. I like to just change it.
Yeah.
Like, our podcast is ever evolving. We just
know.
do whatever sounds
It looks
fun.
a little bit different. There's different people doing it every time. You never know what's going to happen.
That's when people are like, what's the goal of the podcast? Couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
We just do it because it's fun and we like it.
The goal's the journey, not the destination, people.
Yeah.
So jot that down.
Clip it, Brandon. All right. Today we are, like I said, season 4 finale. We're just kind of going to do a restaurant recap of
The last
where
20
we're
months.
at. Last 20 months. 602 days so far in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Coming up on 2 years.
How long have we been doing this whole thing? Almost 3 years?
1 year longer than 20 months.
It's almost 3 years.
Yeah, June will be 3 years.
Well, technically, we started the LLC 4/20. So
Nice.
this month, the 20th of this month, will be our official 3rd year of Smash Buddies being a limited liability corporation.
From the conception.
Yeah. Kind of crazy. It feels like 10 years ago.
Yeah, but it also feels like 2 weeks ago.
Does it?
Yeah.
I had one kid back then. I don't know if it feels like 1 week ago.
Yeah, that is fair. No, I mean it has drug on, but it also, I mean, it's feel
going,
like time flies. We're almost at 2 years in the restaurant.
I know.
That's crazy.
That is actually, legitimately crazy. For some reason, the food truck seemed like way further away than like the actual like restaurant. Restaurant's been going by pretty quickly.
Yeah, the food truck was like 10 years in here.
Yeah. Bro, can you imagine getting stuck in one of those again? Whew, that'd be a rough transition.
We'll see.
Even though we joke about it.
Someday we might bring it back. Never
Hey,
say
I'm
never.
telling you, I think I know someone who needs help with the food truck, so that opportunity is there if we want to seize it.
Yeah. I am not quickly jumping on that opportunity.
Me neither. Too much
Slow.
golf to be had.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And not a lot of money to be had, maybe necessarily.
Yet, but it's coming. Empire updates.
The jackets are crumbling.
That's what I put in there for.
I don't know how that's
update.
an Empire update for us, but it is
It's
a
not.
Columbus Empire update, and it's been shattering. I'm very disappointed.
Yeah, we were hopeful there for a minute, but I think they got to bring Dean back.
It's a good commentary. Clip that, Brandon.
The coach had a good, 12, 15-week run, but it's falling apart. Bring back the old coach. Or
I mean,
everybody...
they were. No one. Yeah, they're still fine. I still think they have a decent chance of making the playoffs this year.
Yeah,
I believe the Sabres won last night. I think their chance is still around 40%.
Yeah, nobody else won.
Yeah,
we didn't win, but nobody else won, so it's kind of just stays the same.
Yeah,
it's fine. But you want to jump right into this, or you got anything else?
Let's go.
Go after it.
Let's go to the real Empire update of Smash Buddies.
The real Empire update of Smash Buddies. So, as we said, we are 20 months into this experiment. 602 days since our soft launch, which I think was August 7th.
Yeah.
If I remember right.
Yeah.
It was 602 days. That is an accurate number. I got the numbers from March last year and March this year to show the difference. So March of 2025, we did $58,162 in sales in the restaurant. I should have pulled up the numbers from the food truck. If we could have done that. They got to be somewhere, right?
Yeah. I can pull them up, honestly.
It's been like 20,000.
Yeah, it probably wasn't much.
But anyways, this year, we just finished March. In the last couple episodes, we were actually talking about that it was looking hopeful we were going to hit $100,000 in March for the first time ever. And we did.
Shots.
Hold on. I got a round of applause.
That's what we should have lined up shots for this. Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Quick poll from our sponsor, Echo Spirits.
Oh, did you hear about Echo Spirits?
Yeah, I downloaded Instagram again for the first time because I just wanted to see something. And one of their first posts, they have like a bottled in bond vodka. Do you know any other details besides that?
I don't, but they posted that they are like partnering.
Inaugural cheers?
They're partnering with like a big label vodka company.
That's dope.
Sounds like.
That's really cool. Good for them. I made it to their bar like on my personal time for the first time. What was it, last week? Some of the best cocktails I've had in the city. And I'm not just saying that. They were phenomenal. And I want to go back and try every single thing on their menu because simple, but it was amazing.
I feel like everybody thinks we're lying when we talk about Echo. But I'm telling you, people, we don't get paid to say this stuff.
We really don't.
We actually just like them, and Joe's awesome. They're a cool company. But I went over there the first time we went, when we first talked to him, but I have not been there to check out their bar.
I've always wanted to do an event with them, like in some way or shape or form. Now we have to do it in the next few months because, yeah, they're doing something special over there. So
yes. And
make that happen.
Speaking of cocktails, we're updating our cocktail menu.
Our menu in general, actually.
Our whole menu. We're doing Cheddar Devils.
Yeah.
Officially. Which we've kind of been talking about we've been talking about it for months, but on the podcast the last few weeks, I think we've kind of brought it up here and there, but it's absolutely happening.
I did my weenie hunt.
Probably 2 weeks away.
Maybe not next week, but the week after that, definitely.
Yes.
We got the buns. We got the dogs. Pretty much we're going to be ready to go soon. It's just printing menus, which I think we'll get.
Coming up with some new cocktails.
Yeah, so if anyone's got any ideas.
I got one.
Yeah, I know you do.
Did you try it?
I have not yet.
Yeah, whatever.
I haven't been drinking much.
It's quite good.
I talked to our bartender and he agreed. He liked it.
Yeah.
But I think he has to say that. I don't know.
I know.
Sometimes I wonder. I'm like,
I feel that too. Where I know you'll tell me if you don't like it, but I also don't need your
I can
opinion.
tell you,
on
I
it.
don't think I'm gonna love it because it just seems a little sweet. But that
It
doesn't.
is sweet.
I don't love the back alley breeze, and we sell 3 times of that than any other cocktail on our menu, so it doesn't really matter what I think.
Yeah, I think it's gonna replace. It's got to replace Coulter's Cove though. It's a different variation of a rum punch.
You know my issue with that, but that's fine. I'm good with it. I'm good with it.
All right, good. It's settled then, and we'll figure it out later. Anyways, back to what we were actually talking about. So yeah, March was our first year hitting $100,000 in or our first month hitting $100,000 in sales.
6 figures, baby.
Which is wild. It's a 73.4% increase from March last year.
73%
in 1 month.
And yeah, year over year. That's that's not quite what I want it to be, but that's really freaking good.
Yes, especially when people say January, February are really slow for restaurants.
Yeah, and effectively we have not changed much.
No, the only change we've done is add more staff and ordered more product.
And a bigger footprint. Okay, we've changed a lot, but
yeah,
we've expanded a lot, but I don't know if we've changed a lot.
No, and as far as like marketing and all that stuff, we haven't done hardly anything. Other like the biggest things,
less so now than we did the first year we started.
Significantly.
Yeah,
less.
like significantly.
Our biggest form of marketing is quality control.
Yeah,
consistency, speed, efficiency, good service. That's where
I think we're really good.
Marketing.
We're really good about getting loyal customers and people to come back.
Yeah.
Like
retention.
I think that's like retention is our specialty, is because we have like a more delicate touch. Like we touch and like get to know people and like do like make an effort to do that. So I think that's like our specialty. Like
2.5 hours in the bar the other day when I was bartending, talking to a new customer who lives across the street. He's like, "Yeah, I've seen you guys down here, and I haven't popped in yet." And he finally popped in, and he was there for 2.5 hours. We were just chatting. He was the only one in the bar at the time. It was early on, I think it's Saturday, but yeah, he was there for 2.5 hours just chatting about everything about our business. And he was like, he wants us to be a Knicks bar, play the Knicks game, New York Knicks.
Kevin would really like that.
Probably. Is he a Knicks fan?
He has to be. What else? Because he's a Yankees fan and he's a Rangers fan, right?
I don't think so. I think he's a Mets fan.
Is he a Mets fan?
Yeah. Mets are baseball, right?
Yeah.
In New York?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a Mets fan.
Oh.
But anyways.
Shit, I don't know.
Yeah, so no, that's our customer retention, I think, is extremely high.
Yeah.
Because our customer service is great. But we had another guy in the bar he's been on the hunt for a good smash burger, and he tried another place several times because everyone kept telling him to go there. And he's like, it just ain't hitting. And he came in one night, like Friday night or something, like 11 o'clock at night. He stopped in, had a burger, and he was like, this is exactly what I've been looking for. And he was stoked. His friends are Buck City Sammys.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's actually, I think, cuts their hair, one of them. But he said they've been telling him forever to come try our spot. And he finally did. He's like, I should have listened to them a long time ago. So shout out to the Buck City Sammy boys. Kathy France, congratulations on your first of many 6-figure months. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy.
To Kathy.
Maybe a 7-figure month in our future. No, we had no, never. I mean, maybe. Who knows? But what was I going to say? No, we had the people who came for the Berliner like adult softball league. They came back again. I think they're from like Florida or something. Had another guy. He's like, that was like why half the team didn't come back, but he's like, I have to make this tournament because I want to go to Smash Buddies. Bought another hat and everything. So hell yeah.
I love it. So yeah, we saw our numbers for March and I was like, dang, 73.4% increase in a month is pretty good. So I had to look up year to date, the first 3 months of the year, where we were at and last year versus this year. So last year, first 3 months, we did $152,528. Not bad.
Not bad.
This year, we did $262,644.
To put that into perspective, what we've done year to date in 2026 is about, I don't know, 50,000 shy of what we did our first year in our food truck.
In the whole year?
Yeah.
Yep.
Our first year we did, well, I guess it's about like 80,000, but still, we did about 350. But by potentially next month, we could have done in 4 months what we did in an entire year in a food truck.
Not bad. But yeah, it's a 72.2% increase over last year, which if we can keep that up throughout the whole year, it's not the 100% we want, but I'd be dang happy with 72% sales increase.
We'll find other ways of making cash. Well, I really want to double, but I don't know how that's going to happen.
We're running out of time. You only got 3/4 of the year left.
I know. Maybe I should just give that up and just be happy with what we have, our current trajectory.
I have always thought one of the reasons we do as well as we do is because we have huge goals and huge expectations.
Yeah.
And then when you come short of like a huge goal, you still did pretty damn good.
Yeah.
You know, because if you set yourself like, hey, we only want to do $50,000 more this year. Even if you hit it, you're probably not going too much farther because you're not putting in the effort to try to double, you know, like we are. Is always trying to put in the effort to double our sales. And
yeah, I mean, that's also why we're capable of doing it, because we're always planning 2 steps ahead. It's like, yeah, we're not busy, like as busy as we think we will be now, but we know we will be there in a few months. So we need to put everything in place now so that we can then absorb the extra business and not lose quality and all of that stuff. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And like part of that, I think most people looking at the way we run our business probably think we're crazy, but when we're like, we can't continue to survive doing $70,000, $80,000 months. Like we're going to do $100,000 months plus.
Yep.
And so we build everything around that and then wait for it to come. And I am going to be honest, I didn't think we were going to hit $100,000 this early in the year.
I didn't either, but I'm happy we are.
Because, last year, our first $80,000 month was in October. You know, so we did 22,000. I think it was just over 80,000, but like 22,000 over what we did in March in October last year. So if we're anywhere close to that.
August, September, October this year, we're going to be closer to like 150 if our current trajectory continues, which
we'll die.
No, we won't. We're just going to put everything in place to where we'll be fine.
Yeah.
But that's why we're hiring more people. We're training more people. We're promoting people. We're, constantly tinkering in our systems within the kitchen and everything. So we're getting there.
And I was talking to one of our leads the other day. I think it was lead. I don't remember. Might have been front of the house guy. But I was talking to an employee the other day about how when we have like crazy busy weeks and the next week is slower than that, it feels completely dead.
Yeah.
Even though that slower week is still better than, 3-4 weeks ago, the numbers we were doing. And it's just a matter of like every employee in the team getting better and more efficient and everything.
Yeah.
Because when you do those really busy days, there's just chaos. Like even Sunday was a record Sunday for us. At the end of the night, I told everybody, I was like, yeah, it was a record Sunday. And everyone was like, no way. Like how? Just steady.
Was.
Like nobody felt it. No one felt that would be a record day for us, but it was just because things get easier as the team is like better trained and more efficient. The more you do it, the easier it gets. All right, I wrote down 2 questions here. With sales up over 70% compared to last year, what do you think the biggest drivers behind that growth? We kind of touched on this already.
Yeah, but I think I think expanding our bar created another 2,000 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
Like we could not have as much business on Friday, Saturday nights if we didn't have the bar because we would run out of space. So that's the biggest thing. Second biggest thing is we open 6 days a week now instead of 5.
And expanded our hours.
So like between those, I think that can account for 30 to 50%, depending on how you look at it. But the other 20 to 25%, I think is we've been around longer and we continue to prove that we can maintain our quality at higher levels of business too.
Yeah. And our retention
retention
continues to grow, but also the word of mouth,
Yep.
Is right along there with it. So as we create more loyal customers, they're telling more people that are in turn becoming more loyal customers that are there all the time. It just keeps snowballing and growing. Looking ahead, what do you think will be the biggest challenge in sustaining this level of growth? I don't think we're going to do 72% increase again next year. Unless.
Not at this spot.
Not at this one spot.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll eventually tap out like the amount of growth we can do in this location, but then we'll have to expand into another location. But that's what, remember when we talked to Mikey from Late Night Slice? He said the same thing. Don't grow prematurely. Maximize what you can do here, and the market will let you know when it's ready to expand.
Right.
When it's ready to open a new location. Because you're going to be so busy and like you can't sustain that level. Like we're going to have wait times and stuff. That's why we expanded into the bar, because we were going to have wait times at the front. Yep. Now, soon, honestly, by October, we're going to have wait times in our whole restaurant. Friday, Saturday nights.
Well, and it's going to be
probably Sundays too. Like it's going to just like we're going to fill out our weeks.
Getting shut off.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that too.
Yeah, just during peak hours.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll ever open up on Mondays and be a 7-day-a-week operation?
I wouldn't put it past us for sure. Because the other thing is too, is like as we grow, we have people who have stayed with us from like the beginning, or like we have employees who like want to grow with us. Mm. So like as they want to grow, I want to give them opportunities to grow. So in like, it's not so much that I want to make more money on a Monday, but it's now that I want to pay someone more. And I can't pay them more unless we're making more. And so we have to open Monday. Like if we have 4 people who are capable of kitchen leads, we don't have the amount of hours to give 4 people kitchen lead positions. If we open up another day, we could potentially give someone a kitchen lead position. We could promote people and like move things around. So like in that sense, for sure, I could see it.
I'm going to say something you're not going to like.
I mean, we'll see.
If we were a 24/7 establishment, we would never need openers and closers.
That's true. We would also need to be on call 24/7, and I would not. I mean,
we work like a fireman shift, 24-hour shifts every other day.
If the market asked for it, sure.
Yeah, maybe not.
I mean, it was like 3 months ago we were talking about closing an hour earlier on weekdays from 11 to 10. So
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see if like people are asking for it and it makes sense, and like I'm open to it. We'll see. That would be nuts though.
Yeah. One of the things, we've talked about several times is on Friday, Saturday, there's no real good like late night food spots. There's
Cobra's open till 2.
Cobra's open. Is their kitchen open till 2?
Yeah. They're
Cobra's
like I think they're like that's like their industry is like after like midnight. It's a lot of industry people who get off work from other restaurants and bars
and go eat.
Yeah. But they're in a completely different class of restaurant than we are.
Yes.
So we wouldn't be competing too much with them.
No. Like there's no $9 cheeseburger spots, hole in the wall burger spots you can go at 3 a.m. and crush food like we used to back in Olympia 10, 12 years ago. Do you remember that place to go get the breakfast burritos?
Yeah.
Everyone.
What was it called? It was the Olympia.
Reef.
The Reef.
I think it was called the Reef.
I distinctly remember a few times making our way there.
Yep. Like
they had all those weird photos on the wall of like people, like candid photos of people.
Yeah, and they had like the Pac-Man tables you could sit at and play arcades while you wait for your breakfast burrito.
Yeah.
No, everyone would go there, and Molly said the Reef. She remembers. But no, everyone would go there 3, 4
She's still on my
morning.
phone as Molly 1230, which no one will know what that means except her.
She knows. But yeah, we've talked about doing that several times. But the problem with that is, just like 10 years ago when we were going there, everyone would leave the bar when the bar would stop serving, and you just go over there and eat. And so it's like everybody is just at their worst.
Yeah,
it is a disaster. And so like I don't want to deal with that in our establishment, and I don't want our staff to have to deal with that. So I'm sure we would sell an insane amount of burgers.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, staying open until 3, 4 in the morning, just slinging burgers all night long. But No, we would need armed security. And I don't want to work that late.
No, definitely not. We got some more chats. What are they saying?
Codeman Stan. I know exactly what that means. Referring to Molly 1230. And Molly said, quiet down.
Okay.
So,
Moving on.
Moving on. We got a rocket ship taking off today. Have you heard anything about this?
I honestly, the only time I've heard it was like people in the bar last night is when I was hanging out. They're like, oh yeah, we're going to the moon. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, NASA's doing a space launch. Other than that, I had no idea.
Yeah. I don't know much about it, but I thought it was interesting. We don't really talk about this kind of stuff, but we're going to.
Current events, baby.
Current events. It's season 4, but how do you say that? Artemis Prime 2 is taking off today at 6:24 for a trip around the moon. 10-day trip. 250,000 miles they're going to be flying around.
For the first time ever.
For the first time in 50 years.
That's crazy.
Let the conspiracy theorists unite in the chat. Do we think we landed on the moon 50 years ago?
What happened? Do we know what happened to Artemis 1? Because
No.
Apollo was the one that allegedly landed on the moon.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm not really up on this kind of stuff, but I saw it. My wife sent it to me this morning, and I was like, that's crazy. We have not gone in 50 years since last time we landed on the moon. But a 10-day trip. Allegedly. Yeah, it's a 10-day trip. They're like flying around the Earth a couple times, and then they're going to do a loop around the moon. But I saw something that said it was like 700,000 gallons of fuel.
Holy crap.
Yeah, my
Wait,
wife.
how much?
700,000. Takes like 5 hours to fill it with fuel.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot. And in this economy, let me tell you, that's expensive.
Man, with these gas prices. No, I don't think they're using unleaded.
Fully leaded, baby.
Yeah, full lead. No, it's pretty crazy. My wife said something about them taking off, and I was like, hopefully they don't blow up. She's like, why would you say that? I'm like, they're sitting on top of 700.
That's a waste of taxpayers' money. Why are we doing this? What is the point of this?
Because we're going to this is step 1. In the next couple of years, their plan is to land on the moon, build a base there, and that's where we're going to attack Mars from. Or inspect it, This is step 1 to getting to Mars.
Didn't they just disband the International Space Station?
I couldn't tell you.
I thought they did. I might be wrong. I thought we at least stopped sending people up there. So now we're like, screw that. We're going to go to the moon and establish a base on the moon.
Yeah, and we're bringing.
I'm here for it.
There's a Canadian astronaut that's going with us. Don't know why. But would you sit on top of that thing and get launched to space?
Hell yes, I would.
No chance.
Why? Worst case scenario, you go around the moon for 10 days.
That's the worst case scenario. I mean, I imagine the view's pretty cool, but
I think it would be fun as hell.
Probably.
And if you die, the great thing is if you do die, it's going to be like, did you hear that? You're dead.
Maybe. Or you get launched all the way up and then something goes wrong and then you just plummet to the earth.
Yes, that's actually very true. You could run out.
I feel like there's
run out of fuel and then or whatever and just be stuck up there.
There's tons of movies like that where you're just stuck in space, running out of oxygen.
Well, I didn't think of that.
Running out of fuel, it's starting to get cold.
Yeah, that would be.
There's a lot of ways it could get uncomfortable. And
well, I assume astronauts are like pilots where they have a gun with one bullet just in case of things like that.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe not. Moving on. This is why we don't do current events. It gets on unhinged real quick.
You guys don't want to know what we really think. All right, we talked about hot dogs. That's coming. Cheddar Devils, smoked sausages.
Cheddar Devils. Mild and hot.
Yes, mild is basically cheese.
Yeah.
Hot is basically cheese and jalapenos.
We found the bun. We've talked about toppings and stuff. We're going to leave that up to the customers. I don't think we're going to do specialty named dogs. yet. We're not going to have
Is
an
yacht
all-American
sauce
dog.
going to be an option?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I think the staples will be an option, and then we'll go from there. But very excited about that. I think we're going to be not burgers and dogs, but burgers and brats. BB,
Burgers
baby.
and devils. Anywho, you want to talk about what's it called?
Quick shift. Yeah, so this was one thing that... Well, do you want to talk about how we're going to use it or how my idea for it later?
No. How we got started using it.
And then my idea. Okay, so...
How this all came about and what is it?
Essentially, like, we don't... Right now, we try to get people to full-time. Like, when we hire a person, we want to ultimately give them a full, 40 hours a week so that they can, have a consistent schedule. But what that leads us to is not having part-time people who can potentially fill shifts. So when shifts, people have call-outs, people get sick, it happens. We understand it. And we don't want people to come in those circumstances. But that means we're, oftentimes left shorthanded. So quick shift, one of the guys I think had been doing it in the past, and they brought it up as an idea, is hey, if we do have someone who calls out, instead of bringing on a full-time person to cover a shift, we can instead find a temp essentially. Mm-hmm. So it's I refer it as Uber for kitchen staff,
employee
for dishwashers or things like that. And so it has a bunch of people who have all of their resumes and all their experiences on, and you can post a shift and be hey, I need a dishwasher from 5 p.m. to close, and we'll pay you X amount of dollars. And then people can go through it and, pick up the shifts.
Yeah.
Which we did it last Friday, and I think we had a person ready to go an hour before, someone picked up the shift in an hour. And I posted it 2 hours before they had to be there. So
they were 15 minutes late, but
we're in the armpit of the brewery district.
Yeah.
So
we have always said we give people a 15-minute grace period.
Yeah.
First time, whether it's an interview or whatnot, because it's nobody knows where it's at.
But we have call outs or stuff, or people have emergencies. It provides us a really quick and easy solution, not cheap, but quick and easy to find someone who can help take some of the burden off some of the other staff, especially on busy nights.
Yeah. Why would you say it's not cheap? What are they charging for this?
So for one, if it's you're finding a shift the day of, it's an emergency, fill in, no one, not a lot of people have just availability. They can just do that super quickly. So you have to pay them a little bit more. So you're paying a dishwasher, $17, $18, $19 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. I'll pay anyone any day of the week. But the platform itself charges an additional 40%. So that $17 quickly becomes $22, $23.
Yeah.
And so that's a lot. I think taking a 40% cut is insane. Our delivery platforms don't even take that much. So
yeah.
I'm looking at other alternatives, but it works in an emergency. And that's kind of what it's designed for, I think.
Yeah. And we're always, the goal for our position, at least currently, is to be around and available to pick up for those spots. But there's times where one of us is scheduled for the front or the bar, where we have responsibilities, and when someone calls in, it's I can't run the bar and the griddle at the same time.
Yeah, and we're getting into a big enough company too. It's me and you can't be in there all the time.
Yeah.
Last week I was in there most of every shift, which is, I don't mind, but then there's other things that we can do to grow the business or to sustain the business that we're not able to do, and that everyone, they get burnt out, we get burnt out, and it's just a bad situation. Whereas this, we pay a little bit extra for it, but it's worth it in the end.
Right. And it makes everybody's night a little better.
Yes, exactly. Especially when someone's been doing dishes for, 10 days straight. And it's just
yeah. No, she was phenomenal, by the way. It's weird because you have no idea who this person is. You've never met them. One, you're just hoping they show up.
Yeah.
Because if they don't show up, you got to try to schedule somebody else. And then it's another hour or two before they get there. So yeah, she showed up, which was great, but we were all we'll see how this goes, because you never know who's showing up. But she had completely self-sustained. She brought everything she needed. She went in the back and she had her drinks all lined up, and she's all right, show me the dishes. Let me know what you need.
Yeah.
And we forgot she was back there a few times. She was just crushing it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
But
no, she's good.
that leads into my actual idea. We've talked about this before, but I kind of want to start, like, when we have time, I want to take shifts at other restaurants just so I can get like a better understanding or just like an inside perspective.
You gonna wear like meta glasses?
Maybe that would be cool.
And do a documentary?
I don't want to do that to other people, honestly.
That's fair.
We could just talk about it like on the podcast.
If we weren't restaurant owners in the city,
yeah,
it would be cool.
It would be cool, but like
it would probably look bad.
It's the other thing. I'm not going to disparage anyone because we're all small business owners. It's a shitty gig anyways. So
yeah,
I just want to see what it's like. If there's other systems we could learn, like there's a lot that we don't know about how everyone kind of like operates their shit. And I think it would kind of like open that veil for us.
Yeah. I mean, we even still learn things from our employees who have been in more kitchens than us.
Yeah.
You know, and thankfully they're all like, this is by far the cleanest kitchen I've ever worked in. But for us, I've never seen anything different other than what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, I've never worked in another kitchen. So just seeing how other kitchens operate and the flow, I think that would be good. It's like on the job training.
Yeah.
You know,
and it would be an opportunity to meet other people too. Like, I don't know. It's just something cool we could do. And we could actually get paid for it, which would be nice.
Yeah,
20 months.
Yeah. Just don't take business cards and offer other people.
I don't think I would tell anyone who I am unless like I was like I built a rapport with someone, but
unless they have seen you on the podcast.
True. You never know.
They're like, aren't you that guy from that famous Columbus podcast? And
Columbus is #1 restaurant owned and operated podcast.
Yeah.
I think I can say that.
Probably.
Yeah.
I've looked, there's not a ton of
Columbus podcasts.
Most podcasts I've seen around here are sports or real estate, like investment stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a million other podcasts
for sure
people are doing.
There's some current event ones that I've seen. There's some food-based ones too, but it all fluctuates. Some people are more consistent than others.
Yeah.
Wait, do we want to go more into some of my ideas I have? Because I've got a laundry list of them.
Yeah, we got time. We're
what time is it?
40 minutes in.
Are we 40 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
It's longer than I thought. Well, one that we're probably going to be doing in the next few months, which we've talked about before, is I want to get like local artists' art on our walls and like being able to be a place that people can sell art and we feature local artists who are like coming up in the scene. Like not charging, we're not going to charge like a gallery commission. We'll charge a little bit just to like, for the logistics of it all. But I think it would be super cool to like have that spot in the brewery district and kind of like bring back a little bit of like the underground culture of Columbus that I think a lot of people don't see.
I also think it'd be cool to get like headshots of each one of the artists, whatever one they want, and then do like a bio page that pops up on the TVs.
I already have the artists we're working with building out some of that stuff too. Cause I was like, we will absolutely put art pieces. Like we haven't utilized that even half of what we could. Yeah. And so, then like for the actual like gallery opening, doing like a little event with some partnered vendors and like just make it kind of like a cool thing. Mm-hmm. That'd be fun as hell.
Hopefully it's on a nice day and we can
open up,
maybe throw some extra stuff on the patio.
Yeah. I mean, that's another thing we could do, like one day, like farmer market-esque type things.
Yeah, like an art show.
Yeah, like an art show or like any kind of crafts and you name it. And just like get the approval of the brewery district and just like do that little courtyard and open up the whole restaurant to where like people can showcase different things. Yeah. That would be sweet. Yeah,
and even before that, we have it was like 700 square foot patio, covered patio we could set it up before it gets too hot.
Yeah,
nice weather, clear it out and do something cool in there.
Yeah, I think also live music would be cool to bring back if we can. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of stuff. I think like just trying to figure out things that we can do in the bar would be cool and help out. I want it to be like something like we're trying to like break through in like the restaurant scene. We don't have much experience, but we're like, putting in the work to try to like be successful in our sphere of business.
Right.
But I want to be a place where like the brewery district itself is like for like artists or other people who are trying to make the name for themselves, like in the art scene or like the music scene, like as a place that they can come and like refine their craft and like just like make a name for themselves, and then they can go on to like bigger shows and things like that. I think if we could make the brewery district something like that, that would be sick.
Yeah, which, I mean, like last week's episode, it's kind of, I don't know how much art was involved back then, but a lot of it, like live music and underground music spots, which I would love to bring.
Talking to our neighbor who's the artist, he's like, when he was living in Arizona, he was saying it was really easy for him when he moved there to like figure out like the art scene and like who you talk, like where you can like break your name for, like start out and then like grow from there. Mm-hmm. He's like, in Columbus, everything's like pretty confusing. There's Franklinton now, but even then it's like they're not as like connected, I guess. He was just saying it's a little bit more obscure, and there's like, it's still like kind of like making a resurgence. It was like lying dormant for a while, and now it's like really starting to grow roots. And so if we can help that, that'd be sick, but I don't know.
Yeah. And we have the space, we have the ability.
Yeah.
And a lot of these ideas and like side projects, things we want to work on, I think would be a lot farther along as far as like pushing more live music and doing that stuff. But it's a time and money thing that we constantly run into, where part of the reason we're taking a couple week break is because like we invest a lot of time doing this. But taking some time away to this to focus on some of those tasks that we want to get done and start pushing things as the summer comes.
Yeah.
But someday we have a full staff and we're never in there. We'll be hammering farmers markets and live music.
All kinds of stuff.
That's what I mean, like doing random stuff.
Yeah, because it's fun. Like making money's cool, and like, yeah, we need to make money to survive. As
long as we're surviving and people are getting paid.
But and then at that point, I just want to make money so we could do cool shit and support it. Like that's kind of the point. It's like, what do you want to do? I don't know. Let's fucking do a golf like outing, like a
golf scramble.
Yeah, for like a nonprofit, like raise some money for something, and we do a golf scramble because it just sounds fun.
Yeah, which we know enough people now. I think we talked about it last year. It's probably close to this time last year. We were talking about trying to set one up.
Yeah.
Once the nice weather gets, but you have to plan. From what I understand, it's like a year plus you need to plan a golf scramble.
Yeah.
Until you've been doing it every year, and then you're responding the same.
And then then a year before, you probably need like several thousands of dollars to get it going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Secure the location and then finding all of your sponsors and all that stuff. But
we'll grow into it. Start a few like partnered events in our bar, and then like we'll learn how to make it a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, and then 5 years from now,
partner with PGA Hope.
Yeah, who knows? 5 years from now, we'll do an event in the Nationwide. Never know.
A golf outing in the Nationwide. Hey, the Jackets might not be using it in 5 years.
Don't you dare say that, God.
No, people are already calling for them to be moved.
I have to get off the Blue Jackets subreddit because, man, you lose 2 games in a row and people are like losing their freaking minds.
No, I was talking to our Blue Jackets fan who's always in about that. I was like, you ever, after you lose the game and the internet's going to be out of control, do you ever go on there just to read what people are saying? And he's like, I can't. I won't sleep. It drives me nuts.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. But instantly they're
it's crazy.
Fire everybody. This is a horrible team. We might as well just quit. Sheesh. But anywho, where we're at on the journey of trailers to yachts. This week again, we're headed towards yachts, I think.
Yeah. Another big jump. I think this was top 3 or 4 best weeks.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up doing just shy over $24,000 last week.
Yeah, it's about $3,000 more than the week prior.
Yeah, I think a large part maybe. You think it was the softball tournament that was happening?
Yeah.
Because Sunday we were definitely, it was our best Sunday ever. And usually I would think that would probably
It wasn't a ton of, there was more teams Friday, Saturday in groups of people because it was as teams, unless you continue to win, I don't think you keep playing Sunday.
Mm.
So there's a couple guys came in, they were driving back to New York and it was noon. I think, and they were already done for the day. I think they lost on Saturday, so they're leaving Sunday morning. So I don't know how many people were still around, but We definitely had more softball people Friday and Saturday,
Yeah.
but Sunday was a competitive day to those.
Yeah.
Wild, but
And already this week we're up, so we'll see how the weekend does. It's supposed to be weather's turning sour a little bit with rain, but who
yeah,
knows?
it's normally the first 2 days are very telling about the rest of the week. Tuesday and Wednesday, if they're high, good days, the rest of the week's going to be not great.
I don't know if I always see that. Sometimes we'll
It's
have
the-
like a crazy good Tuesday, and
Every
then the
once
rest
in a
of the
while.
week's weird.
Yeah,
It's
I feel like Monday last week, I think Tuesday and Wednesday weren't that great,
no.
and then the rest of the week was great. And it
Yeah.
was overall a good week. But the first 2 days, if they're terrible, you're like, that's gonna be a bad week. It always is okay.
Yeah.
But if they're good, if it's a good start to the week, it's just gonna be an average week. That's what I've learned so far.
Yeah. We'll see.
Don't trust the numbers.
Hopefully we can do another 100K month in April. Shorter month, probably not, but
Last year we did, I think, like 8,000 less in April than we did in March.
2000s.
April wasn't as good.
So probably hit in the 80s then.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
Same amount of days this month. So
Yeah.
we'll see. But we had the softball and the Arnold.
Also, Good Friday is going to be over, so people will be able to eat meat on Fridays too. So who knows? You never know.
True. Fridays might be crazy again.
Yeah.
They got a couple weeks there. They got pretty wild.
You're
Was
telling
that
me.
right before people stopped eating meat? Everyone in for the last Friday burgers?
No, honestly, no.
I got nothing then.
Yeah.
I got nothing. Well, anything else before we wrap up this short and sweet episode?
I don't think so. Was this short and sweet? We're at like 50 minutes.
Yeah, but I started at like 5 minutes. We're about 45, I think.
Okay.
Total.
So,
Not
no.
bad.
I mean, just an appreciation for everyone listening.
Yeah.
It's still kind of, we don't have the largest reach, but it's still funny when you have someone come into the restaurant or something and it's like, do you guys do a podcast? Yeah.
Yep.
I know exactly. I love that. Like,
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's slowly growing. Now, over the last, I want to say October is when we reached out to Echo. And I was looking at the numbers. Our subscribers on YouTube doubled and our views on YouTube doubled.
Dang.
So it's growing and growing. Not fast, but it's growing.
Yeah. I'm excited for when we can do like on-site stuff. Do more videos highlighting other things. It's going to be sick.
Or whatever else.
Or whatever else.
It's just going to be the podcast about nothing
Yeah.
but everything Columbus. We're taking it golfing in the next 2 years.
Yeah, for sure.
Not this year, next year. We're going to do a golf outing. I think we got to challenge another restaurant.
Ooh.
Also, one last thought. The staff's talking about doing a Smash Buddies paintball day.
Yeah, they've been saying that.
How do you feel about setting up a paintball day with customers? We're like, come battle us.
I'm good with it. I actually I can think of a few customers who would 1,000,000% do that. Yeah, that'd be sweet.
We take our 10 best and be like, we need a team of 10 to challenge us.
We'd get destroyed.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Me and you will hold the
I'm
time.
terrible at paintball.
I'm pretty good at it.
I'm a juggernaut. I just
think I
fucking
am.
run guns blazing and get shot in the first 5 seconds. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. We'll see. Let us know if you guys want to challenge us to a paintball match. Smash Buddies paintball outing. It's going to happen. But unless you got anything else, I think we wrap this up.
No, it's been a great season. Can't wait for season 5.
Episode 60
This
will be the
whole
start of
set
season
could
5,
look completely different. We have no idea what's going to happen.
or when it's going to happen.
Or when. Yeah.
But soon. So anyways, thanks to the chats today, to my wife, my brother, my mother, and my father. And anybody else who put a chat on there I couldn't see because it was so inappropriate. That does happen sometimes. But until next time, smash you later.
Thanks, guys.
Adios.